Hey guys, welcome back to my program. And I want to explain some things around life where, you know, you're going to be on social media, you're going to be doing things, you're going to be posting content, you're going to be making content, and mostly you're going to be doing it for free, because people don't want to give you money, people don't want to help you, they don't want to buy your books, they don't want to read your content, but you're going to make content anyway, and you're going to make something come true for yourself because you have to be willing to do what you do for free. You have to be willing to do it for free because when you do things for free, it always comes back around. It's always on your channel. You're always going to be helping out. You're always going to be doing the best things for yourself. And you got to make sure that you're living your life the best way possible. Okay? But the thing is that recently I've learned some things around who I am. That I don't care if I'm fat. I don't care if I'm ugly. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care about what I have. I don't care about what I do have. I only care to know myself. I only care to really help myself to get to the better stage in my life. And now I realize when a woman looks at me or people look at me or talk to me or whatever it is, they could even put jokes on me, everything. But I don't care about that stuff, because for me, you know, my opinion of myself is everything. And I don't look to see what other people think of me. I don't look to see how I look like to them. I don't care about their thoughts. I don't care about them. I care to help them, but I don't care about what they think about me. I can look ugly. I can look fat. I can look hairy, whatever it is. But I know my place in the world. I know where I'm going. I know my life. I know who I am, and because I know who I am, a lot of things I do with my hands, and I do air writing, and I'm always coming back to the word I in my communication. And I create this frequency of just the I. And I'm doing my life, and because I'm doing my life, I'm succeeding, I'm experiencing things, and I know that there's only one letter to learn, and that's the word I. But because I'm really relaxing and because I'm enjoying my life, because I'm doing my life in my favor, I get to experience life, I get to enjoy life because that's who I am. I get to see things from my perspective, from other people's perspectives. I just get to enjoy my life, because you only live a certain amount of time in this world, and you have to do good things in the world, and you have to be patient, you have to be disciplined, you have to be self-controlled. And that's why I love my life, because I finally let go of some things. Like, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care about how people perceive me, and I just look at myself and I look to learn from my own life. I look to give value however I can. And I'm looking to give ideas and to become my best version. But a lot of the things that I do now are just plain simple. I'm helping out in any kind of way I can. I'm doing the best for myself that I can. I'm coaching who I can coach, but I'm not doing things for free. I'm doing things for free in other ways, but I no longer want to coach people who don't want to be coached. Because many people are not going to feed your family. Many people don't care about you. Many people don't want to give you money for your books or anything. They don't even want to read your content. But the thing is, you have to realize that every single day you have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on your life. You have to focus on where you're going. So every single day, give your whole heart to yourself. Make sure you're living your best life. Make sure you're doing the best things you can for yourself. And I've learned some things now about wisdom, about things around life, about how I perceive myself, how I am around other people, how my hand teaches me everything, how the I frequency is everything in my life. And I can be wherever I am in life, and I can look through and I can see through everything. I can see through the bullshit. I can see through the jokes. I don't even have to be offended anymore about anything in my life. I can just enjoy my life. I can just do my life. I can be successful, and I can experience things that people only dream of. Because what satisfies me is my word I and who I am. And every single day I'm always focusing on a better life, on better things to do, on better things to say, better things to do in my life. And I do things for free. And I'm giving, and I'm generous, and I'm building a profile and everything. And I'm doing all this knowledge in the world on my channel and everything. And I'm giving my business card to people, everything. And I'm just enjoying my life, and I'm looking to see who I am. And I know who I am. I know where I'm going with my life. I know how successful I'm going to be. I know what there is to learn. I know what there isn't to learn. And everything comes back around, And when you're giving a lot of content, when you're giving yourself everything, things come back around in different ways. And you just have to prosper. You have to become your best version. You have to become something great in your life. So every single day, focus on yourself, focus on a better life, focus on something that you can do for other people. Help yourself to get to a better stage in your life. And when you're helping other people to grow, when you're helping other people to prosper, that's the main thing. And I see people like Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, Deadmau5, all these coaches and all these people. They've got so much following. They've got so much people following them, liking their stuff, everything. They're popular and everything, And then I see how much I've done for people, how much I've gave quotes, how much I've done videos for people, how much I've done music, everything, and how many people follow me and how many people don't follow me. Whatever it is, I have a social media presence, and some people look up to me, But the main thing is that I went through all that information, all that growth, all that making of content that people don't understand how much effort I put into all this to make advertising videos and quotes and videos and audio programs and upload everything online and everything, and make a profile for yourself online and everything. I've been through that, and now it's just time to just give of myself whatever I can for free, as much as possible, to whoever wants to listen, and just enjoy my life, because I only live one life. And I realize that I'm all set for the future. I've done things in life that most people dream of these days. I've went places around Australia, Europe, everywhere. And now I can just focus on my life. I can focus on giving. I can focus on making my dreams come true even more. Now I'm with my mum in Mostar, Bosnia-Herzegovina. And, now I can just focus on myself. I can focus on air writing. I can focus on learning. And I can just go deep inside of myself and just learn, Just learn whatever it is that I want to learn. Enjoy my life. I've done the good work in life to give all this content that I've given. And now it's just time to just enjoy, relax, and live my life the best way I can. Just make content here and there. Give what I can for people. And figure out life and figure out what I can do with my life. But I'm all set. I'm all set to work. I'm all set to do whatever it is to earn money and to have a family and to have kids and raise people, whatever it is. I'm on another level now. I'm on another level. I'm now doing much better than before. Mentally, physically, everything. I'm just doing much better, and I'm happy for that. I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. And now, I don't give a fuck about what people think about me, because I've put myself in photos. I've taken photos of myself. I've posted content online about me. And now in daily life, I'm not even thinking about what other people think about me. You know, I have no problems at all. I solve problems, but I've got no problems. You know, now I have only solutions. I'm only giving of myself. I'm only getting to the next stage in my life. I'm traveling, I'm going places, and I'm traveling deep inside of myself for everything I ever need. New York, Rome, all these places around the world, it's like it doesn't even interest me anymore. Because what interests me is just going deep inside of myself for every answer that I ever wanted to know about my life. I've got the internet, I've got ChatGPT, I've got family around me. That's the main thing. I've got my social media profile. I can post content online. I can make my business come true, whatever it is. I'm now on the next level in my life, and I'm pretty proud of myself for how far I've come, because I wish I knew all this earlier. Now, I see a hot woman. I don't fall weak to my knees, or I don't put her on a pedestal because she's so beautiful or whatever. Now I know my place in the world. I know who I am. I know how to get to the stage that I want to be at. I know how much there is to learn. And now it's just like I'm cruising. I'm cruising in my life. I'm going places. I'm enjoying my life, and that's the main thing. And that's what I want to show you in this program. Just enjoy your life. Enjoy the person you are. Love your family. Love your life. Give all you can to this world, and just be happy. Be happy with yourself, be happy with where you're going. Teach people something about you. Give something for free. Give your whole heart to yourself. Enjoy yourself. Spend time with people. Learn, grow, and just do the best you can. That's all I want to give you in this program. Please share it with your friends. Go through my YouTube channel, go through my stuff, and see you guys on the other side.